Well, it's Monday morning and we're ready to start our packets for this new week. It looks like this. It says 32 at the top. It's a spelling page and we'll start right there. With spelling, go ahead and put your name on your paper. And it says the letters Y and EY can make the long E sound. The suffix Y can be added to a base word to make a new word. Write the words with the suffix I. Remember, a suffix comes after a base word, so we have to get to our base words first. So in the word any, I don't have any more cookies. An is not a base word, so that one does not count. So just put a little mark beside it, a little check or a little indication that that does not have a base word. The next is very, but ver is not a base word, so that is not what they're wanting. They're wanting a base word, so put a little mark there beside very, and move down to many. Men is not a word exactly, at least it's not a base word in this word, so put a little mark there. That one doesn't count either. Moving down, we're looking for something that has a Y at the end, so ceiling is not it. Then move to pretty. Prit is not a base word, so it does not count. So put a little mark beside pretty. The next is every. Ever is a base word, but I don't think it's going to count here. But I'm not sure, so I'm just going to put a little question beside it. Every. I don't think that is a base word plus a Y. That's my guess. The next is valley. It has an EY, but val is not a base word, so indicate that by a little mark, but don't write it down. The next is foggy, and fog is a base word. So that's our first word that we're going to write on our lines for number 1, foggy. Fog is the base word, and plus the Y, foggy. So write that down for number 1, and move down to windy. Wind is a base word, plus the Y makes windy. So write that word down. We're looking for 5 words. The next is cloudy. Cloudy is a base word. Cloud is a base word, plus the Y makes the word cloudy. So we have 3. We have to find two more, sorry. The next is money. It ends in a Y, but mun is not a base word. So I'm going to mark it with that same little, I put a little star beside mine, but whatever you put beside yours will be fine. The next is movie, and it does not end with a Y. The next is sleepy, and it does end in a Y. Sleep is a base word, plus the Y makes the word sleepy. So write sleepy for number 1. The next is receive, and it does not have a Y. And the next is sunny, and it does have a Y, and it does fit. Sun plus Y is sunny. So write that, and those are our 5 words for number 1. They are foggy, windy, cloudy, sleepy, and sunny. Did you get it all? Good job. All right. Now it says for number 2, write the words that end in EY. Okay, so that should be fairly simple. As we go through our words, we learn that valley ends in EY. And we learned that money ends in EY. So valley and money are our only 2 words that end in EY. Move down to number 3. Write the words that end with Y, with a Y that is not a suffix. And they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so we're looking for words that end in Y where the Y is not a suffix. Okay, the very first word, any. Y is part of the word, but it is not a suffix. The next is very. Because remember we said ver wasn't a word? So very is a word that ends with a Y, but it's not a suffix. The next is many. Because men is not a word, at least not in that sense, in that regard, in that way. The next is pretty. And I think what they're wanting next is every. We've already written valley and money up above for number 2. So I think they're counting them different. So we're going to go with every for number 3. So for number 3, we have any, very, many, pretty, every. Okay, good. Now I know I was working fast, but you're going to be able to catch up. Okay, for the challenge words, the words are bones, B-O-N-E-S. Bones, we're going to learn about the bones. And the next is the word skeleton. S-K-E-L-E-T-O-N. Like a ton. Skeleton. 3 syllables. Skeleton. So those are our 2 challenge words for this week, bones and skeleton, because we're going to be talking about the bones and the skeleton for the next few weeks. All right. On the back, we're looking for, it says the letters I, E, and E-I can make a long E sound. And the difference is the letter C. So it's I before E, except after C. Let's look and see what that's meaning. Number 1, write the words with an I and an E. Okay, so we're finding words over here that have an I and an E. I can see the word movie. Did you find that word too? Good. Can you write movie for number 1 in cursive? Be careful with that V. But they're showing you how to make it on page 126. So you should be able to kind of do it. So movie has an I and an E. And so does cookie. Has an I and an E. Okay. So your 2 words there for number 1 on the back are movie and cookie. Then you're moving down to number 2. Write the words with an E-I after a C. Okay? The first word is ceiling. C-E-I. L-I-N-G. Ceiling. It's the 4th word in your column there. Ceiling. So we're looking for E-I. And the second one is receive. You're looking for the R-E-C-E-I. So when there's a C right in front, the I and the E change spots, so to speak. Receive. Numbers 3 and 4 use the high-frequency words, which this week are together and measure. So scientists together the amount of rainfall, or would it be scientists scientists measure the amount of rainfall? What do you think sounds best? Together or measure? You'll know how to spell them because they're the last 2 words right there on your page, right there, but they're also on the front side. The news team works together to report the news and weather. Or would it be the news team works measure to report the news and weather? Okay, can you find that? Move down to number 5. We're looking for rhyming words. You know, rhyming words are like pat and mat and sat. Okay? So we're looking for a rhyming word for treasure and pleasure. Looking for a rhyming word for number 6, feeling and healing. Looking for a rhyming word for number 7, kitty and witty. And looking for a rhyming word for number 8, achieve and believe. Now remember, rhyming words don't have anything to do with spelling. They only have to do with the same vowel sound. Okay, the same vowel sound, the same end sound. And the only part that changes is the beginning sound. Pat, mat, they both have the ah sound, and they both end with a t. But they change the beginning. So it's the beginning that changes. And it has nothing to do with spelling. Spelling has, it just has to do with sound. Same vowel sound, same end sound. All right, don't forget to do it in cursive, so you need to, work on this cursive as much as you can. And so it gets better and better. If you don't use it, you forget how to use it. So you need to be keeping it up, all right? And that's the spelling for today. So congratulations.